First type of covalent bonding is called covalent, single covalent bond. Single covalent bond. Like in these molecules, in these examples, we have here a single covalent bond between the two hydrogen atoms. Also, we have here one single covalent bond between the chlorine atom. So the single covalent bond is formed by sharing two electrons from the two atoms. It takes place sharing sharing of two electrons, two electrons from the two atoms. From the two atoms. Every atom shares with one electron. So if every atom shared with one electron, so it will be called single covalent bond. So we have here a single covalent bond. Okay, this is an example for single covalent bonding. Okay, right. What about the electrons that didn't take part in the covalent bonding? We have here one electron from both atoms. One electron from both atoms. So the first chlorine give one electron from the 7 electrons, and the second one also give one electron from the 7 electrons. These two electrons are called bonding electrons. We have here bonding electrons. What are bonding electrons? Who can define the bonding electrons? Who can give me a definition for bonding electrons? Who can give me a definition? Yes, Muhammad Yasir. But raise your, please, Muhammad, raise your voice. Can you raise your voice, please? Yeah. No. The electrons that take part in covalent bonding. The electrons that take part in covalent bonding. They are electrons, the electrons that take part in electron in covalent bonding. They are called bonding electrons, like these electrons. So these electrons that take part in covalent bonding are called bonding electrons. Right. What about the other electrons? We said here that in chlorine contains 7 electrons in the outmost energy level. One electron will take part in the reaction or in bonding. What about the other six electrons? What about the other 6 electrons? Faris, we have Faris?
Yes.
Faris, yes. That in chlorine, it contains 7 electrons in the outmost energy level. One electron from each atom shared in covalent bonding. Right. What about the other 6? Right. What do we call Faris? What do we call these 7 electrons? What do we call them? Ah, the 7 electrons. What do we call the electrons in the outmost energy level? What do we call them? Who knows? They are called. Uh, yes, Saud.
Valency electrons.
Yes, they are called valency electrons. We said before that the electrons in the outmost energy level are called valency electrons. They are the electrons that take part in the chemical reactions. Okay, طيب, we have here the valence electrons. We have 7 electrons. One of them of these electrons will take part in the chemical in the covalent bonding. طيب, what about the other 6? The other 6 electrons are called lone pairs. Are called lone pairs. So, what are lone pairs? Lone pairs are electrons that don't take part in bonding. They don't take part in bonding. So we have here 7 electrons. One of them, 7 electrons from each atom. One of them will take part in the reaction in bonding, in bonding. So it will be called bonding electrons. خلاص? So we have here 2 bonding electrons from both atoms. Type. What about the other 6? The other 6 are called what, Lice?
Lone pairs.
Lone pairs. Type. Lice, how many lone pairs for each atoms here? Can you count how many lone pairs? Pairs means 2. The word pairs means 2. Okay? Type. So we have 1 electron that take part in bonding. Type. The other 6 are called lone pairs. So how many lone pairs here?
7.
No.
2.
We have 7 electrons, Lice. We have 7 electrons. One of them take part in bonding. We have 6. We still have 6. So how many lone pairs? We said
6.
pairs. Pairs means 2. The word pairs means 2. Yes, Ahmed Mustafa?
3 pairs.
Yes, we have 3 pairs. Excellent. خلاص? So we have in this atom, we have 3 pairs because we have 6 electrons. 6 electrons didn't take part in the reaction. So we have 3 pairs of electrons from each atom. Okay? طيب, in hydrogen. Azam, you want to answer, Azam? You raised your hand.
لا يا مستر.
لا ما تجاوب. يلا. طيب. Faris, how many lone pairs here in hydrogen? Faris?
Lone pairs.
In hydrogen molecule. How many lone pairs?
مش عارف.
What?
I don't know.
Hydrogen contains 1 electron. It contains 1 electron. 1 electron shared take part in the bonding. So how many lone pairs in hydrogen?
1. 1?
No. Muhammad, yes. No pairs. 0 يعني. 0 lone pairs. 0 lone pairs. Because all the electrons in hydrogen molecule take part in the reaction. So it doesn't contain lone pairs. The hydrogen molecule, yes.
شلون نعرف اللون بيرز؟
ما احنا قلنا يا ليس ان في how many electrons in hydrogen atom? Only 1.
2.
It contains 1 electron.
1.
Okay, this 1 electron take part in bonding. Okay, so we have here 1 electron take part in bonding. So we have 1 bonding electron. خلاص, 1 bonding electron for each atom. So we have 2 bonding electrons. طيب, we don't have extra electrons. We don't have another electrons. Okay, so we don't have lone pairs. Lone pairs are the electrons that don't take part in bonding. So no electrons take part, no electrons didn't take part in the bonding.